Kim Jong Un has threatened to increase North Korea's nuclear arsenal. The tension between North Korea, which is supported by the United States and Russia, continues to be constant. Kim said that a strong military posture would prevent the serious threat from the US and its allies. North Korean leader Kim Jong Un has said the country is pursuing a policy of nuclear buildup to increase the number of nuclear weapons it has by a significant number. Reuters quoted Korea's KCNN as saying that Kim said at North Korea's anniversary yesterday that the country must increase its nuclear capabilities and be ready to use them when needed. Kim added that a strong military posture would prevent a serious threat from the United States and its allies. Kim said North Korea faces serious threats from the US-led nuclear alliance in the region. South Korea's policy vice defense minister, Cho Chung-rae, and their US and Japanese counterparts condemned Pyongyang's recent nuclear proliferation and ballistic missile tests today. In a joint statement issued by the U.S. Department of State, the countries that held a meeting in Seoul affirmed that they are determined to work to restore peace in the region by reversing the threat of nuclear and missile attacks from North Korea. The countries agreed to conduct the second trilateral military exercise called Freedom Fence. South Korea plans to hold a meeting with the defense ministers of UNC member countries. UNC is run by a U.S. military base based in South Korea. Last month, Germany joined the UN, which guards the heavily militarized border with North Korea and defends South Korea in the event of war. North Korea has criticized the UNC as an illegal military organization. Tensions between the US-backed North Korea and Russia-backed North Korea remain constant. Ukraine's drone attack caused Russian flights to be delayed for more than 6 hours. Kiev attacked Russia with 144 drones and destroyed buildings. President Putin has threatened to retaliate against Kiev's drone attack, which he says is terrorism. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, 20 of them fell in the Moscow region, home to more than 21 million people. Since Russia and Ukraine went to war, Kiev's bulk shipments to Moscow have reportedly crashed in 8 Russian regions. A 46-year-old man was killed and 3 others injured in an attack in the city of Ramenskoye, Moscow Region Governor Andrei Vorobyov told Reuters. In Ramenskoye, 50 kilometers from Moscow, several residential buildings were also caught on fire. The Russian Defense Ministry said that 70 drones had fallen in the Bryansk region, but that no damage had been reported yet. Ukraine's drone strikes shut down 3 of Moscow's 4 main airports for 6 hours. It is said that more than 50 flights were forced to change direction due to the attack. Russian President Vladimir Putin has labeled Ukraine's drone strikes as terrorism, citing the targeting of innocent people. They also threatened that Moscow would take immediate retaliatory measures. Yesterday, it was announced that Russia attacked Ukraine with 46 drones, and the Ukrainian army announced that 38 of them were shot down. The 2-year-old war between Russia and Ukraine has turned into a drone war, with both countries busy developing cheap, fast-acting drones. Blinken said that Russia received missiles from Iran. The minister said that the cooperation between Tehran and Moscow threatened the security of Europe. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says Russia has received ballistic missiles from Iran and could use them in the Ukraine war within weeks. Speaking alongside British Foreign Secretary David Lammy at a meeting in London ahead of his planned visit to Kiev, Blinken personally warned Washington not to hand over ballistic missiles to Russia. According to the minister, more sanctions will be imposed on Iran if it does not accept the U.S. warning. Russia is receiving these ballistic missiles and could be using them in the Ukraine war within weeks, Blinken said, citing security sources. Blinken said Russia's acquisition of Iran's missiles would allow it to use its arsenal to strike targets at long range. This incident and the growing cooperation between Russia and Iran show that Europe's security is threatened and that Iran's destabilizing influence extends beyond the Middle East. Blinken added that Russia has been sharing its technology with Iran, including in nuclear matters. Blinken said the additional sanctions the U.S. will impose on Iran will include Iran Air, and other countries are expected to announce new sanctions as well. Asked recently about reports that Iran is arming Russia, Russian government spokesman Dmitry Peskov said, "Iran is our ally," but said such reports were false. Tehran and Moscow have strengthened ties since February 2022, when Russia launched a special operation against Ukraine. It has been revealed that Americans have stolen more than $5 billion through cryptocurrency. The extortionists are said to have committed the robbery using social networking sites. The FBI has urged Americans to protect themselves from hackers. According to the American Bureau of Criminal Investigation (FBI), Americans were robbed of $5.6 billion last year through the internet. It is also stated that this robbery, which is said to be done using virtual money or cryptocurrency as a reason, is increasing year by year. According to Voice of America Radio, VOA, burglaries in 2023 increased by 45% compared to 2022. It is said that in the same year, 70,000 Americans reported to the FBI that their money was stolen, and it is said that the largest number of robbers using Bitcoin. According to the FBI report, most of the robberies are carried out under the pretext of investing in cryptocurrencies. Michael Nordwall, director of the FBI's Criminal Investigation Division, said the majority of robberies are carried out through social media and dating apps. According to the director, the robbery crimes are committed after they appear as if they want friendship. After creating trust between them, they start extorting money by sending them fake links, by sending them to click or open them. They said that after establishing trust, some of the victims started making small amounts of money through cryptocurrency, and after doing this for a few months, they would commit the robbery. The FBI has urged all Americans to be aware that they are prime targets for money launderers from around the world and to avoid trusting anyone they have never met in person. Don't think that this happened overnight. Tens of thousands of Amharic people have been killed, and even worse, we have lost the faces of our struggle. Yes, freedom does not come without struggle, and struggle does not come without sacrifice. As long as we don't end our struggle with victory, the sacrifices of yesterday are still there today and will continue tomorrow. However, now our struggle has gone through thousands of challenges and won millions of victories. New generation. New thinking. New hope. Evil to none, goodness to all. Victory for Amhara people. Justice for Amhara people. Freedom for Amhara people.